Hi, this is Tyler Ruby. I'm here in Fenton, Michigan in our shop, standing in front of our Jeep Wrangler Rubicon, and we're going to show you how to install Black Forest products today. Here we have in front of me the Black Forest fridge freezer. We've already taken it out of the box. It's important to note before you take it out of the box to be very careful with it. When opening the top of the box, you don't want to use a sharp razor blade or anything that can cut the top of the fridge. And then when taking it out, you want to be very careful as well to not grab the top of the fridge and lift from the lid. So after you get the fridge out of the box, you'll want to grab this card. This card has some very helpful tips, which we'll talk about in the video today, but you'll want to save this and reference that. Now that we have everything out of the box and we have our handles laid out, which our handles come in a separate box. They're quick and easy to install. It comes with the bolts that you need, and then also the 3mm hex head that you'll also need to install these handles. But before we do that, let's pull everything out of the fridge that you'll also need, which you have a manual, of course, and then you have two different plugs. Inside this bag, you have a plug that works in your vehicle and a plug that works in your house. So these handles are very straightforward to install. It's 3 simple bolts and the handle. But the handle is spring loaded, so you have to push on the handle and keep that nice and tight. If I were to let go, it's going to spring back up on me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the center bolt in first and make that pretty snug. Not all the way tight, but fairly snug, so that way it holds the spring down. And then I can make sure that it's nice and even on the two sides, and then bolt everything down nice and tight. I want to level the handle so that way there's no tension on either one of the side bolts. And then with that position, then I can go ahead and tighten the rest. Now that the handle is mounted to the mounting plate, we can go ahead and set that down and then get our next bag of bolts here. Take out the 3mm hex head and then open up this bag and get the next hex head that is supplied. And these bolts are what we're going to use to install the mounting bracket to the fridge itself. Before we do that, we need to take out the plastic caps. And to do that, it's real simple. You just get your fingernail underneath, pull that cap out. Don't lose these in case you ever decide that you don't want to run handles. You don't want to have those handy. But those come out real simple. And then with the handle that you put together and 4 of these bolts, go ahead and get the first one going until it can rest on its own, and then do the opposite side so it holds on itself. Okay, make sure all 4 line up, and then we can start tightening. Personally, I like to use a hand tool before I start using a ratchet, just so that way I can feel if anything's not straight and then make adjustments before cranking it down. I just want to call special attention to the torque specs that are provided for you in your owner's manual. It's important that you don't over torque these bolts that go into the fridge. All right, now that we have the handles on the front installed, we'll go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. Again, remove the plastic caps, keep them handy in case you ever want to remove your handles for whatever reason. So we have this box if you want to keep your items in here, or in your toolbox. We're not going to be using the house plug as provided for you as well. You want to locate the first bolt by hand, get it finger tight, and then install the remaining bolts as well finger tight. Get all four bolts in there finger tight before tightening them down, and again follow the torque specs that are included in your manual. Okay, we're not going to install the plug just yet, but here's where the plug installs. So for your automotive application, for your automotive plug, it installs here. For your household plug, you install on the left. I want to draw attention to this low, medium, high switch that we have on the back. For optimum use, keep this on the medium setting. For additional information on this switch, see your owner's manual. With the handles installed on the fridge, now we're ready to go ahead and plug in the automotive plug into the fridge freezer. But before we do, we'll go ahead and route it through the surround. We have this hole built into the security surround with a grommet already in place. We'll go ahead and route it through there. And for right this minute, we won't plug it into the vehicle. Let's install the P-clip first. Here's the P-clip, which is going to install right there. We'll just go ahead and wrap the cord through the P-clip and then bolt the P-clip to the side of the security surround here. Now installing the P-clip, you don't have to get the cord in exactly the right position because it will slide through the P-clip. So now with the slide fully extended, we'll want to locate the feet of the fridge freezer into these location holes. You can check from the bottom, or you can feel it when they fall into place. There we go. So the front's in. Let's make sure the back is in. Sure feels like it. You can reach underneath and make sure that they're located there. Okay, it just seated into place. So now it's nicely located. We'll go ahead and put some straps on it to keep it right in place. Now with the fridge in place, you can route the plug through the handle so that way it stays up and out of the way, and plug into the fridge. Make sure it's nice and secure there, and this extra play is perfect. Included with your slides are these tie-down straps that we're going to use to tie down the fridge freezer. We'll use 2 for the front and 2 for the back. Brian, if you want to do the back here, I'll do the front. So installing these, I'm going to install them to the fridge handle bracket first. That's the easiest way to weave it through. So it goes through the fridge handle bracket and then from there into the slide. We'll have some excess here that we'll trim. It gives you what you need so that way you can maneuver. While I'm finishing up the front, Brian's doing the straps there on the back side of the fridge. With everything nice and secure, now we can go ahead and install the power cord into the outlet here. Okay. Turning it on is real easy. The default mode is set to Celsius. You want to switch that to Fahrenheit, and you do that by holding the up and down buttons for a few seconds. And then from there, go ahead and set to your desired setting. For drinks, we recommend 34 degrees. And for anything frozen, we recommend 0 degrees. It's going to alternate between its current setting as it cools down until it achieves the desired setting. So now that we're all installed, we can go ahead and remove the plastic film.
As Tyler's cutting these, I would tend to leave at least 1.5 to 2 inches of excess, just ensure if you need to remove that, you have something to tighten it back down with.
Then you can take this excess and tuck it behind, get it out of the way. Do the same thing on the other side of the fridge as well. So I'm going to pull down the kickstand to give the lid some rigidity, make it nice and stable. And then with the slide system, you can install a fridge on one side, and you can install a toolbox, or you can install a cargo tote, whatever it is that you want to carry with you. I'm going to show you these really cool Bosch boxes that fit really well. right there on our slide system. Again, you can secure those down with a strap or however you prefer, but they fit really nicely, and then you've got all your gear with you on the trail. Okay, our fridge freezer is ready, it's installed, it's only been plugged in a few minutes, it's already getting cold in there. It's always important though to pre-chill whatever you're taking on the trail with you, whether you take your fridge out, put it in your home and plug it into the wall to pre-chill, or you take stuff straight out of your house fridge and transition it to your fridge here in your vehicle. You want to pre-chill whatever it is that you're bringing. Also notice that we installed the closeout panel to seal off the security surround. Thank you for watching. We'll see you on the trail.